so is everybody loaded and ready?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, then. Let me start the recording in three, two, one. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a fun and exciting adventure episode of Evils of the World. I'm your intrepid host, Recon Zebra. We have come back as our party has now started to explore the obelisk bunker. We last left off after solving the puzzle. Savali had to take a pause due to circumstances, but as the party begins and travel through, they noticed that this was indeed quite the strange and elaborate facility. It seemed to be built for very large creatures, but at the same time could have medium creatures explore it as well. And when it looked like they were about to dive further in and see more of it, see more of what it had to offer, our familiar old man wizard finally had his moment where he had the arachnophobia kick in and scorch the spiders that were in this facility. In retaliation, they rose up to attack him in vengeance of one of their lost spawn, only for them all to end up meeting a grisly fate. A pity indeed, but nothing lost, nothing learned, as they say. In the meantime, there's still a bit more in this facility to explore and plenty more things to find. Let's return back there, but before we begin off with that, let's pan back to the entrance for 1 second. Back to a familiar face, Trevally. As you get over your stomach ache and issues, you realize that you are on top of a large hill area where you were a bit dry heaving and drinking some of the fresher spring water nearby to help with your stomach, after calming down from eating some poisonous berries that was nearby in the plantation. You eventually, after getting your senses back, see that there is a large hole in the ground right past the directionary sign where there was that large stone from before. You figure everybody must have gone down there as Jormungandr seems to be hovering over there, still looking down. So you decide to jump down and investigate it as well. To let you know, as you've seen before, you basically fall about 50 or 60 feet or so, or you take the ladder, depending on your idea of it. Doe, you there?
Yes, I'm here. I was waiting.
Basically, you make your way down until you reach the large part of this pathway of carved out stone within the earth. You see right in front of you that there is indeed a path forward that seems to have crumbled down and eroded into an open way entrance. It seems to further lead into an empty hallway, ladled with, worn down and decimated stone, and it is completely and utterly dark down here.
I would like to crouch down and check the floor, see if there's some footprints left behind.
Give me a survival check
Right?
at disadvantage.
Why is that? I
You don't have dark vision,
I
right?
got. I do have dark vision,
I thought Goliaths don't have dark vision.
but I do have goggles of night.
Yes, yes, you did buy that. Okay, fair enough. Go right ahead.
Thank you. You know what? I might as well use rage if I plan to gain the. Yes, it also applies that. So I'm gonna use one use of rage. And I'm gonna roll with advantage and use strength as well. 24.
You hulk out a bit slightly as your body flexes to exert more of your eyes into the ground. You shove your face in there, and immediately you come face to face with two bare feet prints in your face, and you get that familiar smell of petroleum, oil, and for some reason, dead leaves. And you immediately can tell that this is Echo's feet prints.
Ah, this abnormal footprint that I never seen before.
It also seems to
It's
still
def-
be slightly slimy.
Hmm. I have no clue what sort of creature this is. It must be Echo.
And you hear coming across from your side, you hear like, I tell you, your friend freaks me out sometimes, but it is what it is. Anyway, you're free to walk forward as you wish.
Careful. Yellowish. He can read minds.
Yeah, you don't need to
Alright.
tell me. I'm pretty sure he was listening to us, but at any rate, it's not relevant. Seems that they've all gone down in this weird corridor space. Where are we?
It's one way for us to find out. If the other people decide to go in, it only means that there's something important here. I never really was one to understand the big picture. All I know is that if they're over there, I must be there as well. He starts to slowly
All right,
walk
then get the
into
move on. You're burning daylight down here.
it. Got it. As he starts moving down there.
As you do, you start moving and you see that this is in a luxuriously large corridor. Yeah, I would say it's definitely look like it could fit maybe a giant from just your speck of eye. But it also seems like it was built just for like worn out and travel. You see behind you that the pathway has been caved in and blocked off what seems to have been an earthquake. And before you, as you close closer to the darkness, you see that it is coming towards a set of stairs.
Alright. Seems like it's that way.
That is true.
Oh my. That's a long flight of stairs. It's gonna take a while after all.
This is interesting. Well, how big this place is, it almost feels like some sort of giant facility. But at the same time,
You
I
think
can
so?
see that this is definitely built where people of regular size could walk too. And what's with all the blood on the ground?
It must be ruins. You know what? I tend to hear from war chiefs that most of the time, betrayal and bloodshed.
No, I don't know any ruins like this. It almost feels like a weird temple.
Do
Not
you
to
know
mention, I don't
anything
see it.
of it?
Also, if this is ruins, where are the dead bodies? There's clearly dried blood on the ground.
You know, now that Yarowish mentioned that, he decided to look at the blood. Think is that normally maybe blood. Yeah, he would try to look for corpses as well, despite seeing only dry blood.
With both your wishes and your own perceptions, you can easily tell there doesn't seem to be any bodies lying around nearby. It's definitely residues of blood, maybe pieces of bone, but no evidence of like anybody here.
Hmm.
And you
About
can
he
definitely
stopped
tell as you're
slowly.
going upwards, there's a trace of faint wind blasting through. The smell you pick up, it smells like old books.
Yarowish. Normally, when there are bodies, but there are blood, could mean a couple things. Number one, they moved the bodies. Number two, something made the bodies go away. And I'm thinking it's more the second one. And it might be just a guess, but maybe we are the only ones here outside for our group. These
Wow.
ruins tend to be a den of monsters, especially ones as big and, well, strange as this one.
That works for me. All the things to go piercing with. I can't wait. Hope your friends didn't take all the fun.
Agreed. He decided to pull out Anzal and start moving a little bit faster, just a little bit.
Well, as you say that, you come across this large, kind of redwood door. It seems to have been charred and burned, while it's also kind of like off of its hinges, except for one and angled off the ground. Give me a investigation or perception.
I'm a roll perception then. Does that affect my primal knowledge?
It does.
Ah, it does. Okay. Oh yeah. Thank God, I already settled it before. So, bada boom, bada boom. Oh my goodness! A 2 and a 3 equates
You're
to 12.
squinting through, even with the goggles of the night. You're still looking through a kind of like narrowed vision, and you just notice that this door is definitely look like it was worn and destroyed.
Hmm.
As you're kind of
Magic.
paying attention to trying to see if you can see what's beyond it, but you just see more darkness. And because of that, as you take a few steps forward, I need you to give me a quick dexterity save.
Okay. That one I always roll with advantage. Because at the second level, I forgot the thing.
Oh, this is no
The
danger
second.
sense. This is just purely you.
Oh, but it is a dexterity saving throw, is it not?
Yes.
Uh, what's it called? Uh, it's always so difficult. Danger sense. Da-da-da. Yeah, this one. It's always give advantage on dexterity saving throws.
I thought that was based on stuff you can hear or see.
Mm, no real mention of
Yes, you
that,
have.
but
Okay, yeah,
I
no. By wording, it's just okay. Yeah, go ahead. Hmm.
could be
They
a
they must have
dexterity
changed it.
check.
It was
Or
originally that it was anything you could see or hear. Huh?
that is a 10.
Nope. As you trip, falling prone on your face,
That was it? Okay. Ow, ow.
you pick yourself up and
Um,
you turn around and you see a large kind of metallic looking lock on the ground that seems to be slightly singed as well. You estimate it's a bit, at least about a foot and a half big. No, about 3 feet big. So the fact that you missed that, and the fact that you missed the save, means that you are giving a bit of tunnel vision there, aren't you?
well, I saw magic and I immediately was strange about it. Didn't even notice the lock. Ah,
Wait a second.
you most likely.
Javali, hold on a second.
Yeah.
Picking up something. You see the staff starting to turn a bit, spin around a little in its holster that it has, and then it turns to you and says, "There's something in there." Hmm.
Wait a second. Trivali had an idea. He pulls out Yellowish and looks at him. Hmm. Do you see through the the spear or do you see through my eyes?
I have my own senses. It's a real complicated thing to explain. I mean, theoretically, I'm not even supposed to be talking to you. I speak to you
He raised it.
telepathically.
He raised his hand. Then don't explain it. I already have had times the any time Alduin decide to speak a word. He
Yeah.
said
All you need to
something
know is
about
that I can basically see out to 120 feet.
all right. He start to cracks his knuckle as he gets ready to throw Yarwish into the darkness.
All right. As you approach this door, we will pause you for a second and pan back to everybody else as we return to the aftermath of the slaughter with the spiders. You all stand around the decimated remains of charred and burned spiders along the ground. You see some of them click as they kind of curl a bit, still dying. And you are all not too worn for worse, especially you, Geezer, surviving a barrage of spider bites. And Aurelion, you are still a bit faint, as even with your patched wound, you're still kind of a bit tired from the blood loss that you still got to pick up. But all in all, you all did survive this encounter. As through Echo, there's still the few faint words that dying spider said to you. Something about Dast consuming you all.
gassed. I must have missed that while I was
Yeah, it was
unconscious.
right after you left. You come to, though, after passing out
Who's
from the
that?
blood loss a bit, still a little slowed, a little sluggish, but you're not worse for wear, at least.
Well, Geezer, I think you officially got rid of any chance of niceties with the creatures in this place.
Good.
He says that as he grins around the charred remains of dead spider bodies.
I'm just gonna be like wiping off excess exoskeleton.
Well, at any rate, they're all dead, so you all are still free to move around as you wish.
Sweet. We can continue our exploration before we were rudely interrupted.
As you finish off the aftermath, though, you do notice that the fire and effects that y'all have proved have definitely caused some damage to the area. A handful of shelves have been decimated or destroyed, and thankfully, though, it looks like due to the wear on them, the fire has not rapidly spread and just seemed to have just eat up some of the materials. So this shelf is lost, and whatever was left in this bookshelf is now gone.
I thought the fire was over here, or on the other side.
The ground is definitely charred off, but since it didn't reach all the way to the ceiling, it looks like it's okay. That's mostly just stone and cobble on the ground, so thankfully where you angled it is fine. But yeah, this shelf area is definitely like singeing a bit.
Okay.
Is there like a invisible body on top of me? I can't move my token.
Oh, there's blood.
Yeah,
click
yes, actually there is. Technically there is. Hold on. There you go.
Click the arrow. That can also.
There we go.
first-
Yeah, if
Moving
you use your arrow
arrow.
keys, you can move yourself.
Oh, I did it again.
Here, let me move these out of the way.
Guys,
wait.
anyone want to come with me?
Where are you going?
Looking at.
Oh, you go.
Remain.
Oh, you going down the steps? Well, as you going down that way, huh? Giza, which way you going?
Originally I wanted to check down here.
Okay, a little split way ain't too bad. Go on ahead, y'all do what you do.
I don't think we should let Geezer go alone. Who wants to come with me? Who wants to go with Geezer? Okay.
Okay, Aurelian's going
Brother,
with
I
Giza.
guess
just
that's solved.
solo.
All
I
right,
guess
well,
that's
I-
all.
I
On our-
practically soloed like 4 spiders.
Alright,
I'm
great.
chilling.
great. All right, well, real quick, as you are splitting up the party with 2 people heading through the large cracked door and 2 people heading down that way, Echo and Alden, give me a quick perception check.
Oh no, I'm not good at that.
At this point, I can just cast my spell already because the amount of perception checks we've done.
Perception.
Well, you guys are on a bit more of alert, so I want to make sure if you guys are
Never
like,
mind, I guess.
fully attentive to any sort of sounds by frequency and by way. Yeah, you guys are on whole alert now as you are looking down this stony pathway and you see that it is definitely a pair of stairs leading downward. And the way they give that appeal, it looks like it's just further on down, more darkness. But this is definitely another way, just downward the steps. The door, you can tell, has been definitely smashed and broken through. Charred pieces of it and flakes are all over the area, with part of it just still hanging on the side of the door. You look down and you see more broken and collapsed rockway, but the steps still lead further in another direction. But I also want to get that checked because as you start to head down that way, you hear a grunt in the distance. As Trevally, you throw your spear in to check the location and see how everything is sounding in there.
So we heard the grunt from behind us, right?
Yeah, and you hear that grunt and something cling bang off in the distance as it seems like something just got thrown and smacked against some sort of stone in the back near the entrance.
Did you hear that too, Echo?
Sure. You think it's another creature? Possibly angry?
I don't know. This sounded like metal. I didn't see any metal on the spiders from before.
True.
I mean, I don't think we should not check it out. We don't want to get ambushed from the back if it is an enemy.
Or possibly going after Geezer and Aurelian. So,
Yeah, I think we should check that out first and then go down here.
yeah. Sounds like...
I will, like, ready a firebolt if I see something I don't recognize.
Mm-hmm. And Travali, as you throw the spear out, it clinks against some metal stone, and you hear in your hand, you say, "Ow! Oh!" as it just flies back into your hand.
They-
From where you are at, and you catch it. As you enter into this facility, seeing it, and he says, "Didn't see anything out there except some weird, what's it called? Shrine. There's some weird shrine over there. It's got some weird stone. It's got some weird things over there, but nothing alive I could see. I think we're good."
All right.
I'm gonna yell out, anyone out there?
And Travali, as you step to the door, you kind of hear your friends. But you also see as you come in, there is a very large hole right near the front of the door. As you look down, you cannot see or stretch anywhere its perception, but it's definitely leading down somewhere.
He hears the voice. Aldwin, is that you? He's still looking. Gets close to the hole.
Okay,
Sure.
Echo. Yeah, alright. We do recognize that voice.
Yeah.
Yo, Travali, you decided to wake up, huh?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Are you guys in a hole?
No, we're not in
No.
the hole. Watch out.
Echo, there you are, and Aldwin.
I see you, got those mushrooms out of your system.
I'll never touch a mushroom ever again.
Uh,
Until I
I
see
don't-
something that I never seen before. Set aside. What are you guys doing in this place? He glances around, looking this rundown. When we going to Sprite City? Is this Sprite City by any chance?
It's not. It's a side mission again.
Yes.
But Outwin, I said you hate side missions.
I do, but this one was too interesting to let go.
I see. By any rate, are you two separated from the other two? I only see, where's Giza and, I think it was Soul, I believe.
They're, yeah, they're in
Wait.
here, but they're not far. It's they'll be fine.
Alright then. I shall help you once again. He raises his anzal proudly as he gets ready to follow his team.
Alright. And as you guys head over that way, let's pan back down south to Soul and Geezer as you both come over to this direction, passing by an extra few book locations. You see as well that there is a large caved-in corner over here. Definitely some shelves have been swallowed up along with what seems to be some metallic holdings, possibly some statues and figurines. And you see it is also caked to the brim in spider webs. Activating splinter sense.
Down here.
I think you can
I'd like to
infer that
find this place.
this probably was where they were nesting.
Well,
But you
we're
also
around.
see, most
I'm
importantly,
giving
that these shelves are also still lined with more books as you look around in the dark. Would anyone like to give me a perception while you're over here?
Sure.
Mhm.
Can't see shit.
Even with the light
no, you
shining
have
on
the
you,
100%.
even with the light shining in like the vicinity, it's still a bit too dark further out from where you're at. But as Aurelian tells you that he can see some spider webs, you're definitely going on like full like panic mode as you're trying to look around to see if there's more spiders still nearby. Aurelian, as you peeked, you see that this is definitely indeed a large den, as it seems like these webs are forming a sort of like a hammock, but you can't see any more spiders in the vicinity or any eggs. But you do spot something on the ground.
Whoa.
Right over here. You come closer to it, and you see it looks like the broken remains of some sort of metallic looking little thing. It's definitely looks like it's made of metal. This looks like a weird, like maybe a handled pot, but there's also some extensions on the bottom of it that don't make any sense. They almost look like thick stands that it was maybe sitting on or walking on. You're not sure. This is a bit on the level of like craft and artificers.
Hmm.
But it looks interesting.
Does it look magical?
Give me a Arcana check. You think it's a tea? You think it's some sort of teapot?
Geezer, what do you think about this thing?
About what thing, huh?
As he
Huh?
points over down at the ground, since
Oh,
you see the
he does.
location, he looks over and he points to you. And Geezer, you being a bit more in tune with magic, give me a history or give me a history check.
I'm okay at those. Never fucking mind. That's a natural one.
You're still too a bit focused on the thought of more spiders to pay more attention, especially since you're very close to the hammock nest. You're not even really caring about what's on the ground at this point. You think he probably just found some more junk.
Can I poke it with my sickle?
Sure.
I poke it with my sickle.
You poke it and it shakes and clatters a bit. Sounds like a metal kind of jar or pot. As you do, though, you notice that the little stick parts of it just jimmy on it a bit. Like they're either loose or something. But as you turn it a bit, you notice something kind of folds out of it. It looks like a top pot extension. It's also metallic, but it seems to have been half broken. You also, as you turn it over completely, you can see that the other half of it is definitely kind of caved out, like something cracked it open. But from what you can see on the inside, this is definitely some sort of device. Because on the inside of it, you notice that there is a kind of carving and markings, and it has a sort of steam part of it on the back.
Are the carvings and markings, are they words?
No, it just seems like an aesthetic design to it. But you do find it odd that there seems to be like two kind of stouts on the side of it. Usually teapots only have one spout, but this looks like it has two stouts off of it.
I pick up the object.
All right, give me a... Would you like to give an investigation as you're looking at it?
Bang.
bringing it up closer, especially into Geezer's light, is helping you. As you look at it a bit further, and this don't look like a teapot. Not exactly. The little handle you thought was a teapot seems to be some sort of door handle. Most importantly, it kind of looks like a weird toy.
Is there anything else on the ground, around, or maybe on the shelf behind it that seems like another part of it? The same material or something?
Yes, you notice next to it on the ground, it seems to be some sort of like I won't say like pack, but more like a piece of what could be a core.
I will scoop that up too and suggest, Geezer, I've got some cool stuff. I think. I don't know what it is, but it's nifty. Maybe we should rejoin the others.
Okay.
So you all are heading back over
I don't
towards.
really know much about this magic technology stuff. I just know how to do magic.
All right.
So,
As you head over to the others, let's pause real quick on you two, and come to these three as they are definitely heading down towards these steps. You further show Trevally that there is definitely a stairway leading down into the dark way steps that seem to be similar to the steps that rose up to the door entrance, but they're leading further downwards into something you can't see very well. Do you wish to go down?
Ready, boys?
As ready as ever.
Alright then, let's go.
All right. And once they cross a few feet, you and Geezer can start moving again. I'll let you know when you're ready. And now you can start moving. As you boys come all the way down here and get closer to this wall area, you see it is definitely getting dark, but as you step down into it, it starts getting wet, and you hear moist footsteps as you arrive at another cave-in. But this time, as you get there, you see that it is completely caved down and over. The rocks themselves seem to be slick and slightly moist, the ground definitely damp. But this way and path seems to be caved in.
Do we see where the water came from, or is it just there?
I would ask for perception checks, especially since now as Geezer and Aurelian arrive, you definitely now have some light coming in behind you as you're all stepping into it. I would say give me quick perception checks before they arrive so you can just take a guess.
Dirty 20.
I would say the water definitely seems to be coming from the other side. The rocks are slick and damp because it seems to have been some sort of moisture buildup, or maybe some rundown from something on the other side. But most importantly, as you're standing there, you do hear the sound of running water, almost like a large ravine.
Would Travalia and I be able to try and move some rocks?
Would I be able to maybe break the rocks with my adamantium weapon?
You see the rocks themselves are made out of the same kind of like large cobblestone that most of the other facility has been made out of. This is definitely some fine imitate marble and stuff, and there seems to be a lot of it on the ground. You're not entirely sure how deep this cave-in part of it goes, but you estimate that just hitting it with your hands is not going to help. It would take some actual digging. It would actually take some actual burrowing or digging power to get through this.
And
In which point now, Geezer and Aurelian Soul will be right behind you, coming in with some light. So you can see the shine of it and definitely see that these rocks are slick and some of them have some moisture on it, definitely showing that the ground is definitely wet from the other side as you see a few spots of mold and black wet dirt.
You can see Trevally picking up the wet dirt, looking at Alduin. Ah, so this is the grand treasure you were talking about.
I don't know about that, but
Then why
we
are we
should.
here? Were we going somewhere?
Well, okay. How big are these rocks? Like,
There, most of these rocks, especially the ones that are further making up the cave in, are probably large size at most, with one huge boulder probably somewhere through the middle. Heck, the rock right next to you is almost twice as big as Trevally.
so
Are
no
there-
way to move the rocks.
Nope. I mean,
Are
no,
there-
no way like just pushing or like smashing the rocks is gonna get through.
Are there gaps in the rocks that a tiny beast could fit through?
I'm afraid not. Especially with Alden's perception of a dirty 20. It seems like this is basically sealed up.
It would be take a lot of effort if we were just normal people, but if I grew bigger, would that somehow change the digging problem?
It would not, because this whole place seems to have been built for creatures even larger than you or your giant size. Unless
What
Unless
if
you were
he
somehow,
was
like,
rage and I
gargantuan.
gave him enlarge?
I, in fact, can grow gargantuan.
Excuse you?
Yes. 1, 2, 3. Yes. I think I can grow gargantuan, yes.
Excuse you?
Yes, I could always grow gargantua for a long time.
How?
Did you forget at
From
that
what?
time when me
When I-
and
Okay,
when
no,
we
I know
caught-
you're
when-
you're
when I
you're a
got my
you're a
Jackalus-
berserker barbarian, and I know Goliaths can grow large. How do you grow gargantuan?
here you go again. Recon forgetting
Do
key
it.
aspects that he said it. All right,
I-
everyone. He looks at Alduin. Do you think it's time for that?
Okay, hold on.
I-
Before anything, Alduin, roll me an intelligence check, please.
Okay, sure, I'm good at those. Intelligence, just straight up intelligence. Well, I should be good at those.
Geezer, roll me an intelligence check.
It's gonna happen. It's a canon event.
I would love to. I'm just loading back in. I had to refresh the page.
Mhm.
Can I throw guidance at Geezer for this one?
No,
No,
this
no,
is
no,
a
you
this is
all-
a this is a full on outsource.
Alright.
I am asking you all, as respect for your the will of the player role, but like I need people who have the brain power on this one.
So what am I
Sorry,
doing?
Echo.
An intelligence check, please.
I mean, how big is
Just
this?
an intelligence
tunnel?
check.
Just an intelligence check. There's no
Okay.
help from this. This is a thing I like to do where something is about to happen, and let's just say you're gonna get oh no.
Oh yes. It's a canon event now.
Fuck.
As a
How-
human person playing a game, can I make an intuitive statement?
Yes, if you have the common sense right now, feel free to voice yourself.
There's a non-zero chance that shifting these rocks will cause further damage to the structural integrity of this
Oh
tunnel.
yeah.
And
Oh,
that
yeah.
rocks could fall, which may result in everyone dying.
Now
Well, it'll kill everyone else, but I should be fine.
Yeah, I think most of us should be fine.
what's the worst that could happen? He start to unload a potion.
I'll watch from
Even
back
if I
here.
was to die, I wouldn't.
Well, I tried. I cannot stop impulses so greatly.
Aurelian, get your ass back here.
Just in case it does fall, I'm a ready action wild shape.
No, maybe.
All right, boy.
Do your thing.
This is the end of the campaign. Nice to know you all. I knew it was gonna happen, but I did not expect it to happen so soon. Alright, it's happening. He's gonna use the combination of Potion of Growth
Okay, so that's one
and
size large.
Racial Feature and Cloak of
Let me read that. Let me read that specifically.
Alright, let me post everything in chat.
Okay,
before
hold
I
on.
post everything.
So, okay.
Da-da-da, powerful a large form, space chat. Then the last one is my recap of enlargement.
Well, you'd have to do the large form first.
Yep.
I was hoping you wouldn't point that out. Oh boy. Well, you all stand back as Trevally debates something he's been saving for a long time. First, he grows large. Token size, so I'll have to do that myself. Then you see him pull a potion from his pack and grows huge. Then, as he whips his cape around, hold on,
Try to use that thing. There we go.
he grows huge. Whoops, hold on. I don't know what happened. You look like you grew and then you shrank.
Oh.
Hold on, I got it. He drinks that. And then finally, last but not least, as he grows that big, his head's barely touching the ceiling. No, his head is definitely pushing against the ceiling as he's going up to it.
Trevally, wait.
Last minute, anyone consideration before he does this?
No, full send.
No.
Fuck. All right, well, as they say, F it, we ball, and hold on a second.
He picks up Enzo. He transformed the Enzo into a adamantium form, and he sinks straight into the rubble.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
I would like to prepare a spell.
As he goes immediately to Hughes, sinking in the Enzo with the cape, and it starts to push in. Give me a what do I say? Athletics.
Athletics, okay.
Actually, no. Give me a strength save.
Strength save. It is with advantage because of all the bonuses that I have. Thank God.
You grow even bigger.
Yeah, that's the
that's
huge. That's the
gargantuan.
huge. That's the getting in. He goes from large to huge to gargantuan, and with the strength save, you do not get crushed or hindered by the growing size as you manage to maneuver it to expand forward. And with that, give me an athletics check, DC 25.
Game.
Can
It's
I-
okay. Event. Watch
When, hold on. When a creature I can see
Hey,
is about
DM,
to make
I'd
a
like to
d20,
prepare a spell.
You can prepare a spare if you want.
may I
I would love to
use
prepare a
wheel
spell.
for this roll?
You can do whatever you want. You're all already going
My
off on it.
It continues my reaction, and Do, you get to add a d6.
And give me guidance if you can.
You have it.
Thank you. It's gonna happen. Sorry, DM.
Yeah, I can tell.
Oh, 1 plus D4.
Wow,
D6.
exactly on the number.
Yeah, plus 3 because of the D6.
And you rolled an odd, so that's a woe number.
It's at the beginning of the day, and I was on wheel.
Oh, then why did
Yeah.
you roll a d? Oh, did it roll it for you?
I had to do that to expend the resource.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so we're still on wheel. Well, either way, with the guidance in tow and whatever this d6 is, you definitely have succeeded the dexterity save. Here we go, folks. Damn it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I half expected this, but I was hoping. As you break through, pushing all your strength, and you just shove a ton of these rocks through as you kind of explode out, opening up the pathway and shoving more rocks into a large ravine water area just past it.
You can see thump, 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 and eventually
As you shove these into the water, and you see as it opens up to definitely a large flowing river, underground river with more chunks of water that seems to be inside, flowing at a steadily but firm pace in a downward direction. You notice as you look around, you see coming from one side what seems to be a large glowing rock shining off in the distance over there.
look, doors open. As he moves a little bit inside, try to make a path for the other two to walk in.
Oh yeah, one second. As you come into here, you step through so that the others can get by, ducking your head underneath. You come out, pushing some more rocks out the way so the others can get through on the other side.
I see some shiny rocks. Not sure. Looks expensive.
You
Oh,
You
sorry.
guys don't
Sorry,
need to
there you
stand
go.
back.
There you go.
It's safe. No need to stand back. It's safe. He points his giant finger towards the rock he can see.
Alduin, you stepping forward or you staying back?
I was looking something up.
holy shit.
As you, Gogi, start stepping over these rocks to get a better look, you all hear a voice in your heads.
I knew I heard some water.
Indeed. As you start hearing the voice of, step no further. Well, not that one. Not that one.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I think we will need it.
Step no further. As it seems to echo, but also reverberate into you. Trevally, Geezer, Echo, you are familiar with this. This is telepathy, beamed straight into your minds. You have broken and trespassed into this direction. I know not why you are here, but I give you one warning. Leave back where you came. You are not to take this direction.
Why not?
Yeah, but shiny
You
rock.
are not ready or worthy of what is ahead. I give
How would
you
you know?
one part. I can sense your power. It is not enough. Not for what is here. Turn and leave before you go further. If you are those seeking knowledge, you have not found what is remained, as I can tell in your minds.
There's something in my mind. Yeah, Trevally thought quietly.
I'm inclined to believe the rock.
So, you have all been given a firm warning to leave or turn back around because This is still a locked location. You are not strong enough to face what is next.
We have not gained enough levels to take this part of the world yet. Please pay for the DLC.
Please come back in 10 more levels.
Yikes.
Oof.
10
We
more
gotta
levels, that's rough.
That's
We're
rough,
gonna
buddy.
go back
No,
to
I think I could take him.
Nah.
I'll leave
Oh,
this up to
no.
I'll leave this up to party majority. Do you heed the warnings?
I
What
heed
was
the
it for a
warning.
challenge.
We are not. Did we see what happened at the mansion? Are we not forgetting?
one mansion. Oh, I already forgot it. So let's go, baby.
Oh boy, that is Gogi, Travali, and Aldwin. You said no.
I said I'm up for a challenge.
I'm gonna say that's a maybe.
That's a definite yes.
Oh shit.
Nah.
Well, fuck. Well, that's majority rules. And as you stand up, ready yourselves, you hear, "Very well, well. Then I will show you your place. Dredger,
God, it's like,
strike them." As you hear water rushing behind you, you see something rise
Okay,
up out of the water.
One question.
Hmm?
How much time has passed since the spider attack?
I'd say probably about 5 minutes.
Okay.
8 minutes or so, because like this is a big place. We'll say about 5-6 minutes. 6 to 7 minutes. Shut up.
Sure.
Shut up.
You
Anyway,
did it.
as you see something rising out of the water, sticking its head and gangly body out, and you see this wretched kind of sea creature that in the darkness looks like a large kind of Nessie? Lake monster? Looks like a lake Nessie or dredger. As it rises up out of the water, it gives a distorted screech. Give me a nature check, everybody.
Nature checks.
Nature or religion.
Well, they're both the same.
Where is my... Oh, pick my poison. -2, let's go.
You
Remember-
said nature or what, sorry?
Religion.
you saw 4 for your roll. Never mind. Isn't it?
Wait, did you roll both? Nature, yeah. All of you just hear that and it sounds like a weird kind of choking wail. Geezer, Gogi, I will say you're probably the closest. That doesn't sound normal, like a normal sea creature. It's definitely a monster, but it also sounds like it's dying. As coming out of the water, this large kind of Nessie, and you immediately pivot, pointing your light in that direction. You can't make it out very well, but it definitely does not look like it's natural from where it's at.
They're coming from down or up?
Coming from down, as you see it downstream.
But we don't see anything.
You don't see it.
Yeah, we do. Just
I
barely.
guess I don't,
Just
because
barely.
I'm not close enough.
Javali and Gogi should probably see it, but yeah, at any rate, hold on a second.
If that's what I think that is, we're fucked.
Really? Almost.
Let's add everybody to initiative. 1 sec.
Let's use the power of friendship to defeat this foe. Also,
I mean-
everybody gets advantage of initiatives because I'm here.
Hell yeah.
I am here.
I'm here.
Oh, they won Anime of the Year, by the way. My hero.
Yeah, I'm not
Yes.
surprised. Any rate, let's,
Uno momento, my fucking mouse died.
No problem. I'm just gonna roll everyone's initiative to get us started. Or
Okay.
I just
You
gotta
said,
quickly plug my.
yeah, Trevali's here, so advantage.
Oh
Ooh.
my
My
god, I rolled
dice.
the
Oh
same
no, where are my
initiative as
dice?
the
They've
other monster.
disappeared again. Did I roll?
you got a 13.
Okay, they've disappeared again.
My
Yeah,
dice also disappeared. Oh no.
because he
Reload the
rolled.
page.
Did
I
I
don't see-
roll? No.
thought
What the fuck?
I'll roll again.
Suddenly, issues. Hello.
I clicked this button twice.
I mean, are we fucked? I mean,
Hold on,
left-
I need
the-
to
think we're
refresh my
fine.
page.
we're fine.
Uno momento, por favor.
There is also always the option of bravely running away.
Here, why don't we take a quick break so that everybody can get ready? Because I need to get my coffee for this one.
Royally screwed.
Well, might as well grab something to drink.
Nice music.
Let's go.
It's time to rumble.
Get ready to rumble.
That one.
Let's do some
Oh,
fishing.
some new music for this one.
Sure would be sure would be nice if I could I don't know, roll my initiative.
Yeah, I don't know why doing that. We're just stuck at 13 and 6.
There's this thing sometimes it automatically just pulls out the initiative. That's my bad. Let me see if I can restart it or try rolling it again and see if it'll
Sorry,
change.
I forced it to roll.
Okay, well there you go.
It did not change though.
Hold on, I got it.
Boom shakalaka. Roll with the nat 20 on initiative.
Yep.
No,
Well,
I got
actually,
it.
maybe you have something good. Maybe you have something good to restrain him or something. So how much movement do you have, Trivali?
22.
I currently have 50 feet of movement.
All right, there you go. You got your
Damn,
22 and your
50.
nat 20. There you go. All right,
Yeah,
and
40
we
and
will
only-
begin now.
Only 50. When you gargantuan.
Yes.
Damn, that's pathetic.
Let's get ready to rumble. Gogi, you're bringing the fight first. As you see something rising out the water with its unnatural indentness and begin to look like it's about to strike. But as you do,
Choice.
you notice that it quickly disappears before reappearing slightly closer.
Wait, how?
Huh?
How indeed?
Huh?
Even if it's a legendary action, it would be afterwards.
Oh, I thought it was. I thought it was. Wait, no. No.
No,
no,
legendary
no.
actions are after.
Yeah, legendary actions are after another reaches them.
Another...
You know what? No, it's not a legendary action. That's my bad. Actually, yeah. Also, this does not happen just yet. Never mind. I see you. Something
Right.
else. There we go.
Bruh.
Premonition.
I saw a premonition. That again. Okay. Let me see. How many charges do I have? I have enough to do this. Okay.
Good choice of music, by the way, Rico.
Yeah. Well, this is definitely a very touching, daring second event combat for a second.
I am gonna start this off interesting, and I'm going to cast lightning bolt.
Mm-hmm. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. Let me just find lightning bolt. There you are. Got 5 charges. Spells. But that is not the direction. How do I rotate? Oh, okay, it's gone.
Press create measure template and you should be able to drag it in the direction you want it to go. Press the template button. Oh, that's me, isn't it? Okay, never mind. Hold on.
No, I don't want that to go that way. Hold on.
Here,
How do
here I got it. You also gotta like roll your mouse to get it to rotate, but that's another thing for another day.
Okay.
There you go.
Wait. Zap.
I'll place down the templates to make it easier on everybody. Just tell me which way you want it to go, and I'll take it.
Thank you.
All right, that hits him with the staff of power. And what's the dexterity save?
17.
He fails. It fails. Roll your damage.
He's gonna take all of it then, yeah.
Nice.
Can I roll damage, please?
Good
No?
shit.
Okay.
Does it not let you like click the
it's-
damage, like the power where it says like the amount of dice damage it does on the side?
No, all the spells on the attached to the Staff of Power are a little iffy.
I can't hear you.
I said the spells on the Staff of Power are a little iffy.
Let me see.
Okay, this is all lightning damage.
Okay, well it's 8d6, and I'm guessing it's casting it at
5th level.
5th level. Yeah, I see it. So that is about 3d6.
Three
that's-
natural ones.
Yeah, that's
on
10d6. That's 10d6 then.
That's,
Oh, that's 10d6.
yeah, that's below
okay.
average.
Hold on. I'll redo it. Redo it!
Wait,
10d6 for level 5. Here we go. There we go.
that is.
God, the new
better.
dice looks so good.
It's a little better.
That is slightly
That
better,
is
yes. Alright,
Significantly better.
38 lightning damage.
Watch a bam.
Yep.
You
Get
zap him.
faced.
As you
Okay.
shoot it off in that range to hurt it.
Yeah, how you like that?
Anything else?
Yeah, 1 second. I will. Oh. You know what? No, I won't do any of that right now. I'm gonna make myself not the primary target.
The big guy.
Yes, the big guy can do the things. I will end my turn here.
Alright. The creature, the water creature, swims quickly closer.
As soon as the creature gets 20 feet on me, I'd like to perform my reactive strike.
Well, it dives under the water to get to where it's at.
Fair enough, but it's still gonna enter my reach when he appears right next to me.
Let me see. Hold on a sec.
Impose the feature if
Actually, hold on, let me put the stature on it. Let you know what it's doing.
What is it? Yep, this one. There we go. It's the last part.
Mm-hmm.
You do get extra recon, right? Because you're big.
According to Rico's homebrew rules, yes.
How do they have rolling and flying, but they don't have swimming? Why does nobody respect the water?
Good question. More at 10.
At any rate, let me see. How far is this reach? Okay.
But yes, I do have the 10 feet of reach with my weapon, my height, and then additional 10 feet because I'm currently a guardian.
Yeah,
So
okay.
point. Otherwise, increasing in size doesn't change anything.
As it
Which is very
pokes its head out in between the water's rocks right here and makes an attack towards you, Geezer.
Bruh.
Go ahead and roll your reaction. What, you thought ducking away was going to save you? You're still near the river edge.
There is a much larger target in front of me.
Real.
These ain't just pick the biggest thing first. They go for reactive, and there is some things with it. But as it comes into the light, you all finally get some semi-decent look at it. And especially you, Trevally, stabbing it. This definitely looks like a rotten, decrepit sea monster.
Yikes.
Its skull completely visible as it pokes its long, gangly, seaweed-laced neck through the slips of rock that are just floating by to try and take a bite out of you, Geezer. You see that it has hollowed out eyes, kelp hair, and just looks like it's just rotted out and like dry. It's like, you know, that prunish design when something's in the water for too long. But yeah, go ahead and roll to hit Trevor, as you can make your reactive strike.
Can I use reckless? No, I cannot apply reckless because it's not my turn. However, I got my brutal strike. Brutal thingamajig.
Hey,
Yes?
I've just realized, my lightning bolt that did 38 damage has barely injured it.
It's okay. There's more to come.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Also, Trevally, is there any way to bring your like microphone volume up louder? I can barely hear you.
Oh, my bad. It's because my butt is currently sleeping. Let's see if I can alter some stuff here. Bada bing,
I mean,
bada boo.
it's fine for me.
I know, it's just.
What about now? I raised a little.
Okay, that's better. And I turned down the music slightly. It's okay. All right, what did you roll to hit?
Yeah, I was just gonna show up on the. Sorry,
And
that's
you
the
hit
wrong
a
feature.
creature that
my
is
bad.
no more than one size larger than you.
That is my bad. It's this ones that I want to show. Oh wait, it doesn't work. My bad. I'm a dumbass. Okay, so I just roll normally for this one. Which is 19.
That's gonna hit.
Excellent. First things first, I'd like to move the creature 5 feet over here.
Right. You slam its head, shoving with all the might of the water, and it shifts closer towards this rock in the back.
And he pushes back 20 feet back. 10 because from the push mastery from the pike, and 10 additional because of the because I'm currently gargantuan. It is this thing here that you gave it to me. Also, I apply Strike of the Giant, Frost Strike.
Oh
against
yes,
the
this
creature as
is the
well.
specialty. I forgot about that. Is
Oh,
this
I
something I
see.
gave you? Wait, no, is this something I gave you?
Yes, you did specifically gave to me.
Yeah, this does
Because,
look like Norman. Okay.
5 feet push. Wait,
5
shouldn't
feet
you be
for
pushing it?
every size
16 feet?
larger. So
No,
Plus
for
5
every
melee
size
range.
higher than large.
So that's
Specifically.
plus-
So,
plus 10.
every size
And-
higher than large. Yep. So yeah, you are gargantuan, so that's 10 feet of reach
Yep.
and 10 feet of push.
and I get to push 10 additional feet because of the push master.
That is true. So yeah. So that's 15
Wouldn't it
feet
be-
back this way.
Yeah. Nice.
Yep. And I'm gonna apply the Strike of the Giant Frost Strike on the creature as well. So the creature needs to make a DC 17.
Hold on, as
As you
I'm just shifting it real quick.
okay, as you do that, I'm gonna apply the damage. Proficiency +4. It is applied. It is.
As you
means
shift
fast
it
applied.
further 15 feet into scooping it away in this direction. Kind of just dragging what is clearly something underwater through the edge of its neck, through these shift of rocks in 15 feet away from everybody. As you do your damage, plus Strike of the Giant. Any other damage?
It is a total 24 damage. The creature is pushed 20 feet back, and the creature needs to make a con save DC 17.
Alright, I'll roll its con save. And it makes it, so none of that Strike of the Giant, Mark.
Right then.
Right? It still
Hold on,
takes
what
the
does it
damage.
do? Travali, what does that do if it fails?
Its speed becomes 0.
Until the start of your next turn. But he made it,
Exactly.
so he just takes this damage, which is piercing,
but
piercing and
Uh,
ice, right?
22 is piercing, 2 is cold.
22 is piercing, 22 piercing, and 2 cold. Okay, so apply that, and apply that.
And it's pushed 20 feet back.
Another 20 feet?
No.
So I take
Yeah,
5
I,
more.
I move 5 feet over here because of the brutal feature, and then 20 feet because of the mastery. Plus
Right,
the
so I just
reach.
moved it 15 feet, so another 5 feet this way then, okay.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, so you make one big swooping feature on its neck as it was trying to bite Geezer. Just whap it and do a solid blow damage to it. And then it's like, as you seem to drag its whole body through the water. And it swifts here as it turns its head looking at you, and in absolute malice will spin a little in the water and whip its tail at you. Yeah, that hits. So, oh, 1 by ammo, and they have the same reach. So yeah, it actually will reach out its head to bite you instead.
I will cast Silvery Bobs.
You didn't even see what I was gonna roll.
Doesn't matter. Silver buffs.
Like, it's my turn to the north anyway, so I'll get my reaction back. And then I'll give the advantage to your next thingy, Echo.
Okay.
So the next.
So
next
it reaches out to bite him, barely missing him. So then it spins around and whaps it with its tail.
You know, I should use reckless attack less often.
And that is going to hit.
Never mind, I should use reckless more often.
Let's just take it off.
Let's see. So disadvantage or advantage. Okay. Reroll a d20 and use the low roll. Okay.
Actually, it's on the first, whatever his first attack is.
So yeah, he'll just roll it again and take the lowest one. And that's the lowest, and that's gonna miss.
Reckless is overrated. Thank you, Outway.
Actually, you didn't reckless either.
Yep, I did
you
not.
didn't.
It was not my turn.
Yeah, well, as it's whipping around its tail to try to hit you, so you cast silvery barbs and it gets caught in the rock and just halts a few feet from you. And it sticks its head back in the water.
Oh, so you're gonna play like that, huh?
Don't stay too close to the water. Giza, Echo. Be careful.
I will.
Oh, there you go.
Alright, now that's its turn. And before anything else, as it disappears into the water, let's see. Let me go back real quick. Let's see.
It's this one because I cast a spell.
So it just completely disappeared into the water. Great.
Not so much, as you all stand where you are at, and immediately the water near the rocks starts to kind of coalesce to each other, and a sort of weird black orb appears, standing in that center space as it explodes into a large radius. Hold on, I need to make a template for this. Don't freak out.
I'm a freak out.
And then... Oh, okay, never mind. That's within... Hold on. As a rough foot of water between the three of you explodes out, hitting Geezer, Echo. I need you to give me wisdom saves. DC 15.
Oh,
Hey,
wait.
there's rocks there.
Hold on.
Is
Let
that
me,
part of the rock,
let me
whatever's
put this in the chat so you all can see.
Does that also include me?
You're actually quite large enough that this technically does not encompass enough space to hit you.
Huh. I should become big more often.
Alright,
How's it
good
coming?
news. Good news. Echo, you're fine. Gogi, you are not, as this void does hit you, and you will take...
Would this count as an
7...
attack?
You take 7 necrotic.
It's technically just an ability.
Okay.
I think that's an order. I guess so.
Yeah, so would the pile of rocks we're standing on not be obstructing whatever the hell this is?
Nope. These are thin
Nope,
enough that
okay.
water can still be, passable through. Hence why his head was able to stick through. These also are not like adhered into like they stretch down into the water, but more like there's so many clumped together that they just kind of keep them from just flowing down the river. They seem they seem buoyant enough to maintain where they're at.
Oh, good.
All right, that is 7 points. That is 7 points of necrotic damage to you, and you take that. And that is
Instantly.
unfortunately all that for now. So, on to you, Travali, as this thing has dipped into the water.
Right. As he tries to recall his other teammates to get back into a safe spot, I assume they can maybe squeeze through towards here. Yep.
Are you going to move anywhere though?
If they can squeeze through, not really. I feel like this is the best spot for me to stand on.
Yeah, in retrospect, you're not blocking the way back, and they just gotta go back around you.
Perfect. So first things first, bonus action to extend the rage, and I'm gonna, let's see, should I? No, I cannot use it yet. So I'm just gonna use bonus action to extend my rage, and I'll end my turn. Oh, might as well, since I got my my action. I'm gonna use my action to dodge. That's it for my turn.
Okay, so you're using action to dodge. All right, no problem. And that's your turn. You hear a voice around you, and they say, "You know not what you are intending to do. I will not show mercy so easily. I give you chance to leave or face inevitable."
I'm only glad that this It's something that I'm used to. I'm already used to hunting beasts of the sea.
I assure you, the sea I'm from is not one you are fit for. As
We'll
you
see about
feel,
that.
as you feel something touch you, Trevally.
Without my consent? No way.
No.
And you're taking the dodge, so this will be a flat attack.
Does he have advantage? Ah, because
It-
it's invisible. Okay, fair enough.
It would. And that will miss. I'm gonna say. Yeah, that will miss.
Thank God for me never using reckless. Maybe I am fit for any sort of seas.
Oh, we're not done just yet.
Why did I open my mouth?
It's still not done either. Hey, real quick, Geezer, how far does that light spell you're going extend towards?
It extends roughly 40 feet total.
Oh shit. Well, as you shine this light in the area and Trevally, you catch just up near your face a ghostly kind of floating fish. It looks like the weirdest angler you would ever see in your life,
Hey,
with several eyes, a purplish tail, and just looks like it's half bones, half kind of spacey, as it whips its ghostly purple tail to smack you in the face. You're still taking the dodge action, so... Ooh, it's almost a 2. That's gonna hit.
Okie dokie.
For 16 bludgeoning damage,
Which gets
which will
reduced
be
to
half
8.
because you are a barbarian. And you're raging, so yes. As it does that, and... Oh,
yeah.
Hmm?
I would just like to remind you that I can see any invisible creature within 30 feet of me.
what is that because of?
The book.
Well, just let you see invisible creatures. Hold on, I thought that was...
While I'm attuned to it, I can just see invisible creatures within 30
Oh,
feet.
yeah, that's like... Okay, that is like creatures that are purely using invisibility. Okay. But, this is a bit of something else. And the reason why you can see it is because your light stretches out far enough that it is visible in the light. Oh, wait, speaking of which, That's right. Speaking of this, I'm sorry, I didn't turn on this invisibility. There we go.
Oh, there you go, finally.
Ooh,
I was wondering.
it's a lot tinier than I thought it was.
Yeah, it's tiny, but it still hits. Anyway, here comes as
Is it
it's
supposed to be?
weird kind of like side like tentacle antennae go and smack you as well. What does that have to do? Okay, so it's one tentacle.
Is it disadvantage now because I can see it?
No, it's at flat because you're dodging.
No, dodge gives me it makes the enemy disadvantage. Unless the enemy has advantage.
Oh yeah, no, it does have disadvantage now that it's visible. So yeah, this next hit's at disadvantage. Then it's gonna miss.
Let's go.
As it misses that hit, and it quickly back into the dark. And you see as it leaves the radius of your light and just fades away into the darkened shadows behind you. Is that a 40-foot radius then?
What's this?
Your light's a 40-foot radius?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. You notice it quickly swimming away. And that is its turn. I know, I gotta. Aldwin, you're up.
Okay. Let's see. But we will. You know what? Bonus action. Where is it? So, copy myself. And then we do this. So did that activate? I targeted myself. Do this like that. Yeah. That's my bonus action. Then my action, I am going to ready my action to cast a spell when I see the first guy again.
Alright, you are readying an action. Anything else?
No.
Alright then. Echo. You are on top of these rocks, nearly got blasted by what seemed like a ball of almost weird kind of void substance.
And I don't see any of them.
No, you do not. As soon as that floating bone fish in the sky that tried to slap Javali swam out of the light, it disappeared, and the other one is somewhere in the water. Actually, you could give me a perception check if you want to see if you can spot it.
Or perspective. Oop.
Huge.
Ooh, that's perfect. Yeah. You just barely notice that it is lurking somewhere back where Trevally originally swatted, as it's circling this area of rocks getting ready to come out.
Perfect.
A pace of it just swims into the light and then disappears back.
Let me read this properly. Okay. You can see. I mean, I can see a speck of it, right?
Yeah, you just notice a speck of it coming out of the rocks that just like like how sharks circle the water. Part of it was like
Yeah.
visible in the light as it circled around here.
That's okay. So I'm gonna cast Ominous Winds. Yeah. As I break off a bone for my pack and
All right. And with it keeping up with that pattern of swimming in that shark formation, this is definitely, you managed to definitely time it to strike it. Let's see, I need to make a charisma save. And that is a fail.
all right. Well, any attack roll or saving throw it does, from here on out is subtracted by d12 until my concentration.
All right. Where's the effect so I can apply it? I think you did it. Oh, no, wait. This is someone else. Never mind. All right. I will have to remember that. So,
I'll
yeah, I know you'll remember. Anything else?
okay. And then, yeah, why not? I'm gonna use my unnatural presence. And I'm gonna pop it right about there.
So what's the difference between paralyzed and stunned?
Paralyzed is a lot worse as it allows you to crit on each hit.
Oh, the template,
Stunned.
it radiates from you, so it would be originating from your point of body.
I'll jump in the water then.
That's the opposite of what I asked.
Okay.
You to do.
Well,
Okay.
as you jump in that water... Wait a second. Wait a second. I think I did something to you that...
Could you paralyze it?
Said I put down that all the things that you got from once you took in that that creature, that breath creature.
Yeah, you did. The radius, the other stuff, like the non-breathing. I think that was it.
Was that it?
Yeah, just the not. No need to breathe, and then.
Okay, yep, that's what I was wondering. Yeah, I did. So yeah, you are also marked that you do not need to breathe. Yeah, you close your mouth, jump right in, swim into that spot. Yep. With that, now that you are in the water, you can kinda sorta in the dark see it. Yeah, you need to roll a charisma save.
And minus a d12, which I'll roll for you.
Honestly, I don't think. Yeah, I rolled a d12 because I'm. Why I'm bothering, but okay. I love the dice. Yep, this is like I thought. That will miss, and roll your d4 to see which one he gets.
A 1.
Oh,
Yes,
that
I
is
did.
perfect. As immediately, that is the right one. As immediately and it hits it, you jump in the water, and at first, it looks like it was just leisurely rolling you, but the minute it starts looking at you, and it feels the presence go off, it immediately goes into full panic mode. And you see it as it starts fluttering back away from you.
Okay. And then, with that, I will bonus action. Use my arm and wild shape. Remember,
You know what that means?
I should probably make an item so I can take down.
And it lets off this like
There's
distortive.
no way I've
It
met
lets off
someone
this
else who knows that.
as it's not wanting to get anywhere near you in the water. Oh. Oh, you just made this worse. What did you just turn into?
Is that
The incarnation
that-
transits.
is that a mutated axolotl?
Basically.
Unfortunately, yes and no. And you guys don't see this in the water, but yeah. Javali, Aldo and Echo just turned into something very unsettling.
Typical Echo.
Yeah, not surprised anymore.
Just from everything I know about Javali, he's probably getting hungry looking at it.
How did you know? But I've already been taught that eating your friends is a bad idea.
And then I'll end my turn. There.
Okay. With 60 feet of dark vision, can I make a perception check to see if I can see this thing?
You can make a yeah, if you want to make well, you have to move out of the way because Javali's still in the way. Or was that all your movement? No, that wasn't. Yeah. This is gonna be very fun.
Like from here. The map is really dark. I can't really see if I have an open line of sight to it now, right?
Yeah, that's. Yeah. You can see the water and like the pathway. You need to be a bit closer over to the edge because he was like looking down into the water. Is that as far as you
I
can
don't
move?
Nah, but that's as far as I'm willing to move.
Okay. Give me a perception check at disadvantage then.
I rolled a 12. I don't see anything.
Yeah. No.
Okay,
You do
that's
not. God, this is so thematically funny.
In that case, I will bonus action Wild Shape Starry Form Chalice. And I will cast Aura of Vitality.
Ooh.
And for my 2d6 heals, I will throw that on Javali.
Yippee!
And my Chalice healing, which I think is 1d6.
Aw.
Oh no. 1d8 plus
When
wisdom.
casting a self-clone creature, you or another creature within 30 feet of you hit points equal to 1d8 plus your wisdom modifier. So that's 12 plus 6 to who are you healing?
Well, I was gonna split it up. I guess now that I've seen the dice, what I would do is throw 6 at Geezer.
Oh, it only goes to one other creature.
Yeah, I can use Aura of Vitality to heal, like, Geezer.
Yeah, so your vitality and your chalice
doesn't go to
healing.
anyone else.
Your vitality and your chalice healing either goes to one creature. So it can either be you or one person you're choosing for all the healing.
You or another creature within 30 feet of me can reach.
Yeah, so you can either choose yourself or one other creature.
Yeah, so I'm choosing Javali to get the 12.
Oh, are you not giving all? Okay, so yeah, you technically can choose between both, I guess. So 12 to Travali and 6 to Geezer.
Correct.
That is technically true. So
And then I will run away back to where I was. And end my turn.
that's all set with that. I will apply healings and damage in the future, so that way nobody misadds or anything. All right, so that's your turn. Moving on to round 2. As that happens, you all hear another voice in your head, and they're like, "We are not here to be your enemies. This is not a place for you. I give you another chance. Turn around."
I'd feel a lot better about turning around if you could just tell us a little more about why.
I cannot. I do not know if I can trust you.
You will have to earn it then.
It will not be.
All.
I assure you, the earning here will be painful.
So be it.
Trust is a
So
good way
be
to
it indeed. As the voice has ceased talking. Yogi, you're up.
Okie doke. Okay. I am gonna do the thing that I did with spiders. If everyone can remember. So, firstly, I am going to expand a 3rd level spell slot for Boorish Sign as a bonus action, which will allow me to cast my Crimson Lash, and I unfortunately need to use a 4th level spell slot for that one.
Mm-hmm.
So now I have my whip. Pulling his whip out. Yes.
Treasure is friends. Oh boy. Alright, so you've got that ready and out?
I have my whip out, yes.
Alright then, so that's gonna hold for now. Onto the dredger, where from the water as it...
Just skipping my turn like that?
I thought that was it. You were ready in action or something.
No. I did my Voris sign to pull out my whip.
Okay.
and now I'm gonna smack it with my whip.
Can you see? You can't... Which one are you gonna smack? You can't see that one. You can't see either of them really from where you're at.
Why not?
Although, knowing you, and especially if you're following Travala, you probably would that direction probably be able to tell where Travala is moving, so I'll allow you a hit on the dredger at disadvantage.
Oh.
Because it's in the water. Like, in the water.
Oh, it's in the water.
Yeah, died down. I'm just making you invisible now, because really it's just going to be its next turn anyway.
That's cringe. Okay, give me 1 second.
Just letting you know, as soon as they pop out and it's within 20 feet of my range, I'd like to do a reactive strike.
Well, I also have a reaction when he pops up, so why don't you let me go first?
Rock.
Actually, for the record, let me show how deep each of these guys are. They are about 30 feet in the water each.
As soon as that guy gets in my reach, so probably when it's...
Gogi, you going for that swing?
No. I'm gonna do something else. Hold on. Let me mark off my things real quick. Go to you. Okay. Since I can't attack it reliably, I will spend my action on casting Bloodbane Rune on my whip. I will display in chat for all those who wish it. This will be at first level.
You expend one of your hit point restoration die, so... How many are you doing? Oh, I know, it's just one.
It's first level, so 1, yeah. And yeah, that'll be tacked on to my whip.
Wait, didn't you say you were casting this at a higher level too?
Huh?
This the blood whip, the crimson whip. Weren't you casting it at a higher level?
Yeah, I used a 4th level spell slot to cast that one.
Then you would need to expend more hit die to match it up to. Wait, no. Oh, this is a legit spell. I thought this was a feature to add to a spell. Okay, never mind.
No, that is that is a spell, yes.
Ooh, I see what you're going for.
Yeah, you do.
And you're just doing 1 hit point die on it.
Yes, for now. Well, that's all I can really do, because if I expand... I've only got 2 level 2 spell slots, and then my 1st level spell slots. So
Alright, and the Crimson Lash is not concentration. Alright.
no, it's not.
Alright then. Alright then. So you're just doing an extra...
Extra d6 of damage on top of everything.
Yeah, I see. And this... Oh, this... And that's that type of damage. Okay. Okay. Good call. Good call.
And then that'll be... I'm gonna have just retcon that movement, by the way, and my turn.
Alright, you whip out the whip. You're not at the level where it's like super long, is it?
It's 70 feet, yes.
Okay, not the super long though. It's like 70 feet. You then cast your rune on it, starts sparking again, raising it around,
It
ready
was
it to attack.
sparking because I cast it with Forest Sign. 70 feet is not long.
No, it's sparking because the blood flame rune's like enhancing it for its effect and damage.
Yeah, it's enhancing it even further.
Exactly. Giving it that spark, like it's like electrifying, but it's like red. Is that all for you?
That is indeed all for me, yes.
Alright, then. Now we move on to the Dredger, who...
And because... Sorry, because I also cast a bunch of spells, I regain a bunch of hit points.
Alright. Now we move on to the Dredger, who is full on panicking as this creature jumps in the water, shocks it with fear, then transforms into a equally large sea creature as well, and is still not sure what to do. And it lets off, as you can hear underwater, this wail into the air as it tries to swim away from you. Let me see something.
Yeah. No. I'm gonna bite at it at advantage because of
Huge.
Does he stay underwater or does he become visible at that?
It stays underwater. It's gonna try to swim away from you. And is that to hit? That's to hit.
Yeah.
Why
I've
is
seen
it an
that.
advantage?
because of silvery barbs.
Oh yes, of course. Yes, that works. That does it. Roll the damage.
12.
That works. As you bite down into it, and as you bite into it, you get that familiar taste of rot and decay in your mouth. But also something else, as in retrospect, with you filtering this water into you, give me a nature check.
Can that nature check also be used for figuring out what this thing is?
I would say this is going to be a whole situation check as you are biting down into this, piercing it, and filtering this water through you. Yeah, you basically had a good front back when you transformed, but now that you've taken on this creature's form, even with the extendages, you are still breathing in as an underwater wild shape. And because of that, you now finally taste and realize it, especially as you bite this creature. This water is tainted. And you taste ichor in your mouth as well, and it tastes like horrid rot. And because you did that, I need you to give me... Where is it? Oh, I know you don't. Never mind that. But yeah, no. As you taste it, the water is absolutely... tainted. You can feel it in your mouth, in your gills as you creature. This water is definitely tainted.
Gotcha.
And you feel it entering into your system as you are filtering it as underwater breathing and whatnot. And the ichor of biting into this creature into your mouth. And it does not like you biting it, so it goes to bite you.
Right. So would that be a disadvantage? And
Yes, it would be, because it's still frightened.
it's subtracted by a d12 because it's an attack roll. So 5 again.
Well, damn, yeah, I don't even know why I bothered. That misses completely.
Yippee. I speak into his head. Nice try. Time to feast.
Unfortunately, even with your psionic wave, it does not respond in kind, as it just keeps trying to bite you. So -5.
I think you technically roll it again each time. So. But I mean, if you want to just keep that 5.
No, we'll just keep the 5. It's waste too much time with that. Nah, that will still miss. That is its turn. However, as it's biting you, you hear in your voice respond back to you, and it's like, You are an anomaly. You are not one of them, but also something off. Why have you come to this domain? Someone like you has no reason to be here.
I came along with my friends.
What's that?
Simply that. I came along with my friends. Simply that.
You? Friends? These are not your packs. These are not your packs. Echo?
Yes.
Did you hear me?
You just said they're not my pack. I believe.
Yeah, it's asking. These are not your packs or your servants.
No.
Hold 1 second. And you feel as you're biting down on this creature, it starts to disappear. Fixed into a black ghostly void before... Let's see. Let me read this to ensure. Yeah, okay. It disappears from your mouth and then reappears about this space away from you. So let's see, if we're talking 15 feet from itself, then that would be... Damn, these things do not move far, do they? Well, then again, it is a big creature, so probably not even with that. Yeah, you think it would move further, but no. It pops out of your mouth and then right next to you as it says, "Halt 1 second. Allow me to speak. Tell your friends that I will explain if you choose to not engage in combat anymore."
I'll echo his speech throughout each of my party members' head.
You're gonna have to go up a bit because you're too far away for your telepathy to reach.
No, with the with my creature, my range is extended to 120 feet.
Oh shit, it does. Damn. Okay, yeah. You reach out into everybody's mind and you let them know. Go ahead.
The creature wishes to speak to us.
We have earned the right. Finally.
The creature is calling for a ceasefire. Does everybody accept? Is there any? I mean, or rather, I should say, is there anybody who objects?
I mean, they started the fight, but sure. Yeah, that's fine.
Aurelian, Geezer?
The longer this goes on, the more it hurts me.
Yeah.
So, can
Make
you guarantee that we will not continue fighting?
As long as I understand,
I'm
and
talking
I...
to you, sorry. I was talking to the rest of the party.
Sorry.
I don't know, but if
I
we
do.
are,
We have like what 9 more turns before.
And you hear speaking into your minds, and they say, "I will not raise my hand if you agree to ceasefire. I will tell you what I can, but I have questions myself."
No matter what.
You have my oath
Yeah,
as a guard. You have my oath as guardian of this river of the dead.
Alright, yeah, shit. If we've got his word, then I don't mind just stopping combat.
okay.
All right, then we have an agreed ceasefire, and the combat will stop as it appears into your light. It doesn't seem to have, like, turn invisible and then turn back, but rather as soon as it stepped into the light, it just became transparent and visible. Now kind of still above in Trevali's range as it floats down closer to all of you, but still maintaining its own space in the air, about 20 feet away. The Dredger looking still very much frightened of you, Trevali, and they say, "Can you disable the affliction you have made on my companion?"
Sure. And I'll drop it.
Oh, this would be so funny, but I'm not gonna do it.
And I'll also drop ominous wounds.
Thank
Oh.
you. As
Not a
it
great
says in your mind, thank you.
Well,
For agreeing to parlay. Your energy and potential is indeed a danger, but it appears that you seek more of logic and understanding. An interesting aspect considering your kind.
Racist.
If you... Anyway, it floats down closer. Where is that sound?
By the way, I do still have Aura of Vitality on. I don't know how long this conversation is lasting, but I have 5 turns left of healing on it, so I just make sure everyone's topped up.
All right. There. And where is the cave one? isn't it? Where is it? Where did my cave music go? Hold on. I had it in here. Where did it go?
Was that you refreshing Foundry?
No, it wasn't me. There it is. And let's see. There we go. That's better. As it crudely comes down into the light, you now get a more finer detail of this, floating malevolent creature. And you definitely can see, as the two of you, it is definitely an undead entity. This is large. Looks like a sort of floating anglerfish, but it is floating and swimming through the air with a translucent kind of purple tail that seems to give off weird kind of void color and taste to it, abyssal taste to it. And it looks around at all of you and it says, I am Nodoc, the guardian of this river of the dead. Patriot Dredger, we guard this river in protection of order of our mistress, to keep those who manage to break through the sealed bunker, the sealant path. For what is ahead is not danger, but something far more precious to our master.
Can you expound on that?
I must first understand before I say anything, including from your compatriot creature. You, strange creature with them. You have the essence of druid, but also a power a bit indifferent to it. You are not exactly mortal or human, are you?
You know, I've been told a lot of things, but just call me a thing that no one
This-
knows.
This thing. I believe I have felt it before. A long time ago. It came from the sky and blackened an area far, far off from here. Your taste feels familiar to it, but your touch, your mind touch, it feels distinctly different. One I have only felt long ago in my living life before I became what I am. From the far realm. I must ask, if these are not your vessels or servants and this is not your pilgrimage, why have you entered the bunker? Or even more to explain, how did you find it?
Well, we saw a riddle that was on the pedestal above, and we were curious. That's really it.
So you know not what you have found.
Correct.
Then allow me to offer some insight. This is a bunker and sanctum of knowledge that was once used by rebel wizards against the oppressive world of the mortals. It is where they once stored knowledge that was meant to be destroyed, hidden, until one day it was raided, along with this island. My master managed to destroy the invaders, but not before they damaged this place. Those who used it have long since fled, but made sure anything that was viable has been moved away. With both orders of our master and the last visitor, we have been designed to protect this way, in case anyone managed to pierce through the cave. As he kinda looks at you, Trevally. I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting more of a digging than exploding the wall. It will be much more difficult to cover this path. But I sense no malice, no harmful intention, and you all are rather an eccentric assortment. Especially when you have one like him in your group. As he looks over at you, Trevally.
He's talking
I mean-
about you,
I mean,
Aurelian.
yeah, I'm telling you, Echo, sorry.
Trevally and I both think he's talking about the other when he's actually
Mhm.
talking about Echo.
But at any rate, the what is up ahead is the most important thing in this world now. Knowledge. Both my master's library and the secrets that were here. As such, we cannot simply allow you to press forward. While you have agreed to a ceasefire, one, we cannot still believe that there will not be incidents with it. Two, even with your extraordinary capabilities, what lies ahead is still worse enough to still wear you down. So I ask you, politely, to return back in. For I sense that there is still more for you to know before you begin to trek this way.
Suddenly, I'm starting to feel hungry for fish again.
I would
Guys.
suggest to you not to try and take a bite out of this one. Or my compatriot, which reminds me, while your transformation may have let you breathe in, you might still want to get out of this water.
Wait, so you're saying that what's up ahead is knowledge? The things that's in books?
Yes, not just in books, but Also, secrets that
the-
have been collected by my master and even the rebels that were once here.
The moment the creature agreed it was knowledge inside books, Trefali immediately just start walking away. Ah, you. What can I do with those? I can't even read.
Me, on the other hand, I'm all in.
And he says,
Did we,
"Halt!"
did we
as he
get your
turns in front of you.
master's name?
I see in your desire for knowledge, but perhaps you would first seek the knowledge that has been left in there, as he points his head that way.
What way?
He points back in the direction of the cavern.
I mean, I'm going back that way on my way out, so why can't I go this way first?
Because not only is this the direction of Master Kiona and her Library of the Dead, there is still more danger ahead. And as I said before, you are not ready. Upon hearing that, Alduin, give me a history check.
How do you write that name, Kiona? Is it with a Y?
It's Kiona.
Okay, thank you. 1 second. You said what? What role?
History check.
History. Come on. Please. Yes!
That knowledge immediately flashes in your mind as you remember as well. Kiona herself was a very famous, what's the word? Those people who like archaeologists back during the era of tribes and before the beginning of the era of guilds. She was one of the people responsible for the Sentient Protection Pacts, but also was a forefront runner of exploring rifts, caverns, and even places abandoned in the sea and beyond. However, she was supposedly have vanished over 100 years ago. Many rumors float that somewhere out in the deep sea, she created some sort of crypt or library to keep all the knowledge she had captured in the world. And some say that some vestiges that serve her still collect knowledge to this day. And you know this because you remember that name from the Atlas book you found in the vampire's house, including a possible map to lead to her library. That's what the broken D20 barrier is for.
Okay. So when should I come back then?
I sense a close power. I'd say after you finish whatever endeavor you are supposed to be on.
Okay. Then okay, then I will be back, that is for sure.
Yes.
Alright then. Alright guys.
But do not be dismayed. There is still much for you. After all, the last visitor did leave something behind. It's in there.
Oh, can I show her the teapot and ask what it is?
Yes, now you can pull out the teapot that you have had.
I whip it out. What do you think of this? The teapot, I mean.
You all turn around and you see Aurelian has what seems to be some sort of metallic-looking toy creature in his hand that looks kind of like a teapot on stilts. Would anyone like to examine it? Yeah, and Echo, as soon as you start moving and getting out... well, actually, we'll get to you in 1 second. Alduin, Geezer, you gonna check this out?
Sure.
Yeah.
I did not mean that. That's fine.
Although,
Are you moving through the water, Alduin?
Sure, I'll go on the rocks.
Because I was gonna ask for an athletics check if you're trying to try to swim through it real quick.
Okay, I mean, sure it's D&D, but I can swim.
Yo, this is cool, not normal water.
Well, yeah. Also, it's a downward stream that you're moving against, so.
I'm going over the rocks. No,
All right,
my
then, so yeah,
clothes are
you
wet.
both step over the rocks, which are fairly big enough for a person to just walk across over with carefulness, and you see in his hand a machine, a little mechanical thing. Give me an Arcana check.
20, baby.
Yeah, this is not a teapot. If anything, it looks like a small little robot. But the way it stands, there's no arms, but it seems like the stilts are just two legs that hold it up. And the little kind of crane on top, it looks more like a spot to hold some sort of visual device. I would say, based on the way it's shaped, it looks like a miniature automaton. And from what you remember, this might be one of those archive automatons, but unfortunately, it's still far too wrecked as its chassis and shell is destroyed, and a piece of its core, it is still working, but it looks like the rest of the core is tattered within. It's busted. But definitely, if there was one, there must be more automatons inside the library. Inside the bunker.
Aurelion, you think this is a teapot?
Yeah, that's what I thought it looked like.
Yeah, it's not really a teapot. It's a, what was it, automaton?
Yes, a library automaton. You know this because your family back in where you're from had a couple in their studies in the family in the castle.
It's a broken down automaton, and there could be more in the library. So
That's a bummer. I only really needed a teapot. Here, do you want it?
sure, I'll take it.
All right, you now have the junked up pieces, but most importantly, you have a still functioning intact piece of a core.
Oh yeah, baby.
And they say, as you turn to leave, and they say, "We do apologize for the conflict, but we swore to
Oh,
protect this
thank
path of what may be. But rest assured, once you gain a bit more power and make your way here again, you should be welcome, provided you can face the challenges that Kiona has."
You can be sure of that. I will return.
Indeed. May you find your way to may knowledge guide your way to the truth. Intrepido. And to you, my odd compatriot, as he looks at you, Echo, there is more to yourself than you know. Seek out the other aberrations, and find the fractions, and find a fraction seam into the far realms. More may be able to tell you. But first things first, you'll want to seek a doctor as soon as possible.
Why?
And as you say that, you instantly feel your body get heavy. your flesh starts to become slimy and translucent. And you feel immediately sick and cannot breathe. Which is ironic because technically you don't need to breathe. But you still feel the anguish of suffocation upon your body. Because your skin now requires water. As you have, because you filtered in through in your wild shape, the water, you now have Neolithic rot.
Also, technically, my skin was already that. I already looked like that before.
Yes, but now it's more apparent and clear. You're practically dripping ooze.
So I need water to breathe?
Technically, you don't need to breathe, but you need to be submerged in water now at this point. Unless this gets cleansed out of you. There you go. There you go. Now it's visible in the chat. I forgot to turn it on.
Oh, I have lesser restoration.
As your skin starts to burn and ache with no longer being...
Oh.
Well, shit. I did not know you had that.
Let's go. I guess Aurelia is the doctor. Makes things easier.
You're still taking this acid damage. 10 acid.
Hold on. Lesser restoration does not remove the diseased condition. Only blinded, paralyzed, deafened, or poisoned.
It's the Neolithic Rot.
This is an ability from the thing. It's in the chat. Neolithic Rot. A disease that takes a minute to manifest in an affected creature. Oh, it can't be removed after that. No. Okay, never mind. No.
Well, I mean, we've been talking. If I saw that he was, like, fucked up...
Unfortunately, it takes a minute to manifest, and with him being in that water for a good chunk of it, by the time he gets out of it, it starts to take that... It's already permanently in him, and the effects start to show. The reason why I wasn't prominent before was because he technically didn't need to breathe. But now that he's been out of the water for too long, his skin starts to just become goopy and ache because he is not submerged in water.
Okay.
As long as you have the heal spell.
Yes.
Which is which is a 6th level spell.
Yeah, so yeah. Lesser restoration could have saved him in time, but because he wasn't choking from not needing, breathing, now he's suffering the agony of not being submerged in water. So now you will take 10 acid damage every 2 hours unless you are either submerged in water or you have the heal spell.
As you say that, I'll wild shape again into Valoran and cast the heal spell on myself.
Are you? What? That's a what? That's a Fae?
Yep.
That's a third CR. Let me see. There's no way you have the heal spell. Let me see.
It does. It actively does.
Oh my god.
I start to understand why those fishes did not want to fight Echo. Yeah.
Your wild shape lets you use the features of creatures you turn into as well?
Yes, everything. The only thing that I can't use is like if it has weapons.
Okay, yeah, because this is an innate magic. Okay, shit.
And if
and your creature type is one of them is Fae. Okay. Fair enough. You quickly transform into this medium-sized Fae, cast heal on yourself, and the effect is gone.
On wild.
As the Neolith comes over to you and says, How perplexing. Even most druids cannot attain that level of wild shape naturally. There is truly something unique about you. Young druid. You are a little bit of inhuman, but also something beyond normality. An aberration. An anomaly. tulpa. Even.
This might sound weird, but I did take some damage from whatever source this was.
Well, of course, you are not immortal, you are not beyond pain. But be wary, damage yourself too much, and your new vessel might not come back.
You know, good to know. But I was merely asking if I could drain some of your life force for the damage I took.
I suppose it's only a fair exchange. As it reaches out a tentacle for you to grab. You accidentally targeted the wrong person.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Just go ahead and roll the damage. It's willing to take the, it's willing to accept the attack. Oh, is that necrotic?
Yep.
Yeah, as you touch it to try to drain it of some of its health with your necrotic, you don't get anything off of it. It is immune to necrotic.
Of course it is.
And he looks over and says, Dredger, come here. Don't fuss. We'll go eat some spectral wisps later. The boy's injured. And it swims cautiously closer. Getting on land a bit to come closer.
I know what. Do the same thing.
Alright, you touch it and roll the damage.
It's the same.
Alright. Takes that damage. And you do get some, but not a lot. You get half.
I'll just touch him again so I get the full amount.
You touch it again, and you get another 6, so that's 12.
Apologies.
And it quickly scoots into the water, dips back, and runs. I've never seen him quite scared before. Not even of me. That presence you have, it's not just a feature, it's a part of you in some way. I think the only time I've ever seen something like that is on a aberration. But at any rate, I wish you all well on your journey. May the knowledge you find in there be worth your time, and may we meet again someday. As he flies off into the dark and disappears. And the dredger swims off further into the water and disappears.
That was great, guys. Made friends with a guardian. Yes.
Alright, well, at any rate, you guys still have a bit more as you have had that encounter, and you've chosen instead to pause for now. But yes, to let you a bit know, that pathway does lead to Kiona's library, but none of you guys have the power to face that.
I mean, I very well could have killed them, but they asked for a parlay, and now I'm out of resources, so I can't do anything.
Well, I mean, you could also, take a rest in the dungeon. Take a rest in the bunker. No one says you can't rest.
Yeah, I'm good off with that. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm plumb out of everything.
Yeah, set up a little nook and cranny in the bunker if you want, and you guys can take a long rest.
As I'm walking up or down these stairs, I'm just gonna fucking face plant. Just
Oh no, old man, this is no place to take a nap. He decided to carry Giza.
I am
Anyway.
very light, so that wouldn't be difficult.
I cannot believe this was all for books. Ah, complete waste of time, don't you think?
Agreed.
And I still cannot even understand why Alduin's eyes sparkle like with so much
Olin, would you
passion
like to
once
explain
you-
to them what this means with what you have found? Or are you just going to be giddy and start looking around at everything you can? Baldwin? Blitz, you're muted if you're trying to talk. Oh wait, no, I can't hear you.
Well, you said Aurelian.
I said Aldwin.
No.
I didn't even hear a name.
I heard Alduin.
So okay, okay then. What was the question?
I was going to say, would you like to explain to Trevally what you're so excited about for? Not just the fact that there's more knowledge, but what it all means.
See, Travali, I could try, but you won't understand. So I'm not even gonna bother.
Nah, watch this. Hold on.
I mean,
Fair enough. Knowledge. Uh, knowledge. Oh, light. He decided to look at the lamp instead.
There
It's
was still this bottle.
Hold on,
It's
I'm
a-
sending
it's a
it.
diff-
I'm sending it to you. There you go.
it's a different kind of power.
Ah. But what's
That's
different about
full on in
power?
summary to remind you of something that you found a while back.
But power is power. Another riddle. What could it be? Another power. He decided to he decided to actually take a different sort of book. The the item he still haven't used, which is probably gonna take a while till he get to use it. He decided to take a gander at the manual of gainful exercises while thinking about power.
All right, so you pause right there and start reading your book in the dark.
Yep. Oh, there was. Oh no, never mind. He was just thinking about it for the question.
Alden, what you looking for?
I was just looking if there was another way in.
Yeah, you see more of a crumbled corner over there, but not another way in. I think probably you could infer if you broke through that way, there was probably another way to break into the path down there. Okay. Where are you? Okay, there you are. And Gogi and Aurelian, you notice that there's still more books in the area, but it looks like most of these books as well just seem more like a few manuscripts, a few old guys, a lot of journals, a lot of logbooks, and whatnot, but nothing too significant. And as you stop right there, Aurelian, you hear a voice. And let's see. Nope. You don't understand it. It says something in a language you don't understand.
Is it like coming through the air, or is it in my head?
It's coming. Give me a perception check. Damn, this one wasn't even high. You were actually just underneath it. You don't understand where it came from, but it sounds like it's close.
Wait, shouldn't
look
Aurelian
up.
be
Is
able
there
to
a spider?
understand?
And as you get close, Geezer, you hear this voice as well. And let's see. You do not understand the language either, but give me a perception check.
doesn't Elf speak every language?
Oh yeah, I
Oh wait, no, yeah,
understand it.
every
I
language
hear
he
it.
hears. You're right. Yes, you do hear it, and you do understand it. It is Dwarvish, as you hear. Hold on a second. Where is it?
It's like
I
the
forgot your
average.
yeah your hearing translation. I forgot. You hear coming somewhere close to you. Ignite your blood of Canaan fire. Geezer, you don't understand what that word was, but you hear it from your perception check, and it's coming from this statue right over here. As you see its eyes kind of slightly glow as you come within radius of it.
Man, that shit's weird. I'm gonna pull out a sleeping bag.
You look at this statue, and it looks kind of like a silver kind of humanoid. The way it looks like a slotted armor pieced together. It looks almost like a warforge, but more. What's the word? Like when everything like flows together.
Huh?
Like every part seems more connected and more matching than looking like clunky armor or like an actual robot. It looks like a, a fully kind of chassis automaton. The way it's kind of crumpled together, though, it looks very much dirty, covered in like pieces of vine and like dirt, but its eyes still give off a glow when it was talking. You didn't understand what it was saying, but it looks like it was speaking.
I'm gonna look at Aurelian. Did you understand a word of that?
I did. Do I know
But
what
what it
language
is?
it was, or did I just understand it?
No, you understand the language. As a translator, when you hear audio, you automatically can pick up the language. This was in Dwarvish, and it said, "Ignite your blood of Canaan fire."
But do I know that it's Dwarvish?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I report that information.
As a translator, any a language you hear, you automatically know as it filters back into ability to speak back. You can't speak it back, but you can tell people what is being said or where it's from.
Okay. Yeah, it's Dwarvish. He said, ignite your blood of cane and fire?
Canaan, not Canaan.
Tomatoes.
All right, I'm gonna walk up it, walk up it, walk up to it. Jesus. um, I'm gonna try something. Um,
Mm.
let's see if this works. It may not, but
Alduin,
hey,
you are close enough as Aurelian starts to explain and says Canaan fire. Your ears perk up because you have read that before.
Have I now?
You know that this is definitely pointing towards something in the journal and on that bronze helmet. The Canaan blood. Hold on, let me send you the message. Before you do anything. Okay.
It did ring a bell, just very tiny one.
Let's see if this brings back to your mind. The message on the bronze helmet.
Um,
Hmm.
roll me a history check then.
Like I can see the resemblance, but I just
Hold on, I'll give you the rest. But that was like the one free hint. But I'll roll me a history and I'll see if I give you the rest.
history. Okay, well,
You have guidance.
If we're about to
Oh.
take a nap, I'll use enhance ability on him.
I mean,
Wait, how does he have guidance?
I
Me.
don't think guidance is gonna help, but
You're not even touching him.
I was-
You're not even touching him. You're about to do something to this statue.
Oh yeah, that's right. Guidance is the touch spell.
Yes, it is. Anyway, what did you roll? Okay, that is not enough. You vaguely remember that that's something you remember. You remember a message that was written on that helmet you found in the tower. That's about it. And if this statue is talking about Canaan blood, it has something to do with it as well.
Recon, a lot of people were talking, but I was trying to say I was trying to cast enhance ability on him, so he could roll at advantage.
Oh. Does that work on a? That only works on like the ability to score things, not not skill checks. Oh no, or ability checks. Okay, yeah, okay, fair. Or ability checks. Okay, yeah. So that way you're enhancing his intelligence then, right?
Yeah.
All right, then,
And
there you
if
go,
I
Aldwin.
can call it before he rolls the second roll as well, I would also um, give him Ween for the extra d6.
All right, then go ahead and roll it again, Aldwin, and then roll a d6 with it as well.
okay, hold on.
Is that a spell you know, or is that from the bong?
Enhance ability?
Yeah, because technically the item, when you smoke it, does. Oh no, there's only specific things. Never mind.
Enhance ability is just a spell I know.
On the d4, but a 5 otherwise. Yeah, that is a 28. As you remember the rest, and you remember that this was found in the brass helmet in the tower that had the symbol of the Canaan fire. Here's the whole thing in general to help you get a better idea of it.
Yeah, but I would think I would need whoever helmet belonged to.
Not exactly the helmet, but that this is possibly some sort of passcode message sequence. Perhaps the machine is asking for an answer, or perhaps it's looking for how you respond to that. And
I don't think
like I
I'm
said,
here
you
for
could
it,
take
but
some time to understand and maybe ponder it from your notes and whatnot. Some of you are exhausted, and this is a barren bunker. You could take some time to rest if you want.
I mean, this points to human, I think.
No, you know that there is an answer that could be found or a way to find out more in Kiona's library. Because you've heard of the fabled Codex Mortis, a thing that can transfer all ciphers, including the encrypted language in the journal. Or perhaps this machine resting by the door has something to do with the Canaan blood, or something with the lost knowledge.
Aldwin, are you communicating all of this out loud to Geezer and I?
I mean, I'm thinking, but it just doesn't click.
Recon, can you post exactly, like maybe in on Discord or something?
I
The
mean, I can
text of
send
what
I
you
can
say?
send you the rest of like the descriptive that came with it, but if Aldwin doesn't remember this or is not sure what to do with it, see what y'all think of it. It's in the group chat.
Yeah, I'm blanking. Maybe it's the 1 hour of sleep that is.
At any rate,
affecting my
Gogi. At any rate,
intelligence.
Gogi, what were you going to do?
Um. Well, if no one, um, if no one like says anything as I walk up to it, I am. It it said that thing to all of us. Aurelian told it to me. So I'm just gonna do what I assume this is, and I'm going to drop a bit of blood on it.
That's a good play. That's how we got inside here in the first place. Just bleeding on stuff.
As you cut yourself and place some blood on it, it does nothing.
Do you have a fire-based cantrip so you can ignite your blood?
I do.
Be gentle.
Yeah,
You don't want to break this thing.
Aldondo, give me a
It-
quick intelligence check as you're kind of inferring what it was doing. As it goes on to repeat, still in Dwarvish, ignite your fire of Canaan blood.
Sure. Do I still have that? How long does that thing last? The Enhance ability?
It lasts for 1 hour.
Okay.
Does he get to roll the ween again?
If I choose to call it before he rolls.
Are you paying attention to Gogi and what he's doing, or Aldwin and his pondering?
I have to call it before he makes the roll, and he already
Okay,
rolled.
well, at any rate, you still have the
So I
guidance,
was
so
just-
that's
I was
another
just entranced
D4.
by what Goji.
You still have the
was-
guidance, that's another D4. Oh, meets it, beats it, as you are scratching your head as it keeps repeating, ignite your fire of Canaan blood, which you do understand as it's speaking Dwarvish. You kind of infer this is like asking for a password. Or you get the possibility that maybe there's something you need to say to it that it will respond to. And it has something to do with that. It has to do with some other saying that you may have. And I will let you roll me a history check because I know you've done some research in time on it ever since, back when you first found the tablet. So let's see if in your deepest memories you can call it out. And I will send it to you on what you can try, depending on what you roll.
And this time I will use another ween charge.
Do you let everybody know, what the idea of what it may be doing first before you do?
We might need some kind of password.
Try
Alright.
password.
All right, then. So yeah, as they say that and you suggest that, go ahead and roll your intelligence check. This will absolutely determine what happens next.
Oh, intelligence or history?
History check, sorry.
And while you're looking at up recon, I'll take a shot in the dark. I'll walk up and say, admin.
It looks over and it says in Dwarvish, incorrect. 2 attempts remain.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, hold on. Stop what you're doing earlier.
Ooh. Okay. Aldwin, your brain scratches and you feel like something to it. A sequence. And you remember it talking about a throne from the journals and stuff? About seeking 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 to take the throne and remembering that you are of Canaan blood. That perhaps it has something to do with taking the throne. Because it seems like, from what you remember, the Canaan's whole goal was to seek and challenge the throne, seek and challenge some sort of throne. So I will say your best idea that you have is I'll type it to you.
What's the first guess?
He said admin.
Shit. I,
Hmm.
and I
I'm
can't
s-
say anything. Okay.
Trust me, if I knew silence, I would cast it on myself out of shame.
I hmm.
There's your hint, Aldwin.
Is, is there some kind of throne here? Like, fucking.
No, that's the sequence I gave that you could say to it.
Oh, okay. Uh, Here goes nothing. Seek out the throne.
As you say that, its eyes glow, looks down at you, and it says, "How does one see? How does one find the throne?"
Okay, hold on. That's-
And with that, as further says, it says, "Do you seek to challenge the throne or light the way?"
Light the way.
Password accepted. It glows wide before, next to you, the wall rises up, revealing a hidden passage.
Secret tunnel.
And that's where we're going to end session.
No.
Yes.
I hope this leads directly back to the underground river, and those other two guys are just like, wait, what the hell are you guys doing back here?
It does not, I will tell you that. But that is where we will call session for now.
Oh,
What is power?
And I will say, you also notice as you say this question, it seems to shift up slightly in place. Like it was like sitting in a fetal position with its knees to itself. It seems to shift up slightly as if it was about to try to stand. But the minute you said that password, it shifts back against the wall, glows, and then allows this passage to open. Light, light the way to the throne was the answer. And hopefully, from what you glean, you will find out why. But you'll have to find out next week.
Since
You
we were
are.
thinking of taking a long rest, do we want to say that we just do that and then wake up in the morning? Next session?
sure.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
For the record, while I
Any-
fully explained the answer, your character would infer it as what did I send you? Seek out the throne by lighting the way. That's how your character would infer the answer. You get all
Yeah,
that? You get all
keep
that?
going,
You
Mark.
get all that, Aldwin?
Yeah, jeez, I'm almost.
Yeah, you sound very tired, so we'll call it here. In the meantime, you have found the secret other passageway, and more to come. And you will definitely like what's in there. In the meantime, though, thank you all so much for joining me for this very much explorative session where knowledge and facts are poking just around the corner. We'll see if you all get it next time. In the meantime, thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you like, share, and subscribe for youtube.com/reconzebra. Good night and good game.
Good night.
Good night.